Welcome back. Well, we're now putting the spotlight on Gensol Engineering. It's a small cap company with a market capitalization of just around 1300 crores, a company that we don't talk about very often. But the reason we are putting the spotlight on this one is that because over the course of last 1 year, it's been a solid multi-bagger from the levels of around 120 that it was at this time around last year. It surged past the mark of around 1000 rupees per share as far as Gensol Engineering is concerned. And one of the reasons is that the company is now betting big when it comes to the future technologies. In the month of December, they made an acquisition in the US market with respect to the EV space, and now they're consolidating their business with a acquisition as well. Let's understand what exactly is the prospect for the EV business going forward. Well, let's welcome on board Mr. Anmol Jaggi, the Managing Director at Gensol Engineering. Mr. Jaggi, hi, good morning. Thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Quantify your vision for us when it comes to the entire EV space. Where do you see it headed, let's say, over the next 2 to 3 years? What could be the revenue potential from this, and what kind of investments are you making in this space?
Hi, good morning. Thanks a lot for bringing us in spotlight. We are basically setting up two plants. Our first plant is being set up in Chakan, Pune, which is about 70% complete. And we expect to roll out our first cars from this plant in April of this year. This plant initially, when we had spoken earlier, used to have a plant capacity of about 15,000 cars a year, which has now got doubled to 30,000 cars a year. We believe that the 30,000 cars per year will give us approximately a revenue of about 1,500 crores on a yearly basis. This is from plant one. In October of this year, we will also start construction of our plant 2, which is happening in Sanand in Gujarat, which is close to Ahmedabad. And this plant will have a production capacity of 50,000 cars per year. And this car is going to be slightly larger in size. And we expect that the plant number 2 is going to give us approximately close to 5,000 crores of annual revenue. So plant 1 and plant 2 put together, we expect that in about 2 years' time, our EV business will contribute to about 6,000 crores plus of revenue on the top line basis.
I wanted to get those numbers right. 6,000 crore worth of revenue is what you're expecting from the EV business. And if I have it right, your current revenue profile on an annual basis is just about 4 to 500 crores, if I'm right. You're expecting that amount of scale up?
Right. So we are currently this year, with God's grace, we should be able to clock about 500 crores revenue, which comes from our core initial business of solar. Although solar business will continue to grow, but we expect a huge amount of growth coming in from EV business. And basically, we see that both plant 1 and plant 2, plant 1 starts production by April of this year and plant 2 starts production by April of next year. We will expect that by FY25, we should be able to garner about 6,000 crores of revenue from both these plants put together.
Where is the funding coming in to make these investments into the capex plan? What's the balance sheet situation like? Are you looking in to bring on more investors?
Sure. So for plant 1, we are fully capitalized. In September of last year, September of 2022, we did a 130 crores preferential round, which was oversubscribed, and we are very happy and thankful to our investors for that. As we speak, we have about close to 200 crores of cash on the book, and plant 1, the complete capex for plant 1 is 220 crores. So without debt also, we can fully build out the plant, but we are in advanced stages of closing out debt for plant 1. And in about 15-20 days, we expect that we should have the sanction letters with us for plant 1, for financial closure of plant 1. So I think even if we go in for a debt equity ratio of 1:2, we easily have more capability to take on about 400 crores of debt, which will be very good, which will help us build out plant 1 very easily.
Okay. Just wanted to also understand what the outlook is in terms of the orders that you've received. I understand in the first half of the solar EPC business, it was close to 664 odd crore rupees. What does this take your total order book to in the second half of FY23? And can you just walk us through some of the other orders that you've recently bagged?
Sure. So we have, I think the solar business also is on a big upswing, and I can, although I think we have not disclosed it to the exchanges, but we have, I think we have won a couple of very large orders. So that should put us to in excess of 1,000 crores of order book on the solar EPC space.
Your total order book with everything combined?
So for EVs, we have not started taking orders.
Okay.
For EVs, we will start taking orders from April when the production starts. But we have some large framework agreements that we have signed with a couple of domestic customers and an international customer. So you would see us announcing the orders on the EV segment in the month of April. Till then, we are focused on building out the plant and ensuring that the car rolls out by April of this year.
Okay. So just purely from the EV side, given the kind of very promising orders that you're talking about, what kind of incremental revenue and order booking are you roughly seeing for the year end from EV?
So in FY23, we expect zero revenue from the EV plant, because the plant will only commission by April of 2023, and the next FY will have revenues from the EV plant. But in the next FY, even if I take a very conservative number of 20,000 cars, it should be in excess of 1,000 crores of revenue, 1,000 crores of incremental revenue coming in from the plant one.
Yes or no, margins will sustain above 15%?
Got fingers crossed. I
Okay.
think we have the
Okay.
commodity prices have started to behave in a very nice manner. Every commodity is 20-30% down.
Yeah.
So we do believe that there will be very healthy margins which will be available for the EV manufacturing business.
All right, fingers crossed there. Thanks so much for detailing all of those latest details with respect to the company and the order book position, etc.